guys. Hey guys. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Sorry about the the difficulties a few minutes ago. I thought I was online. It said I was offline, but we're here now, and that's all that matters. But come on in. Happy Thursday. I have been so excited to just talk to y'all tonight because I have a lot that I want to talk about, especially about Summer House Martha's Vineyard being put on pause. I watched Kempire's interview with Noel. Shout out to my friend Kempire. But yes, honey, we have a lot to talk about tonight. So come on in the room. Can you guys hear and see me? Let me know. I am just letting everybody know on Twitter. Yes, okay, good. You can hear me. Hey, Dan, how are you? Come on in. Come on in. Yes, hey, guys. I'm just letting Twitter know that we are live right now. So come on in the room. Come on in. Hey guys, I'm so happy to see y'all. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? How are y'all doing? Oh, thank you so much. Yes. Hey guys. Hey y'all. I'm well. We have a lot to get into. I'm not going to keep you guys too long. We're only going to be here for like a Q hour, but I just want to talk about Summer House Martha's Vineyard. I have so many thoughts, y'all. I mean, I have so much to say, and I know that we are all excited to talk about it. I want to get your opinions, your thoughts. What do you think they could have done better? But yes, let's talk. Yes, I am just starting. This live just started like a minute ago. We are a minute in. I have my Prosecco. I have my glass of Prosecco with me. Thank you. Yes, I haven't gone live in maybe like a few weeks, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. So it has been a while. Oh, you know what? I'll do that after. I'm going to include the article, the Diddy Rolling Stone article for you guys to read. I meant to put that in the description box before I went live. But yes, let's talk about Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Guys, once you come in the live, make sure to hit the like button. I see it's 56 people, 15 likes. So let's hit the like button. That helps me out. That helps the algorithm out. More people can find me and join the chat and just chat and key. So make sure to hit that like button. Let it, keep. Thank you guys. Hit that like button. It's free. Okay. It is free to hit the like button. Yes. Oh, you like my wine glass? Oh, thank you. What are you guys sipping on tonight? What are y'all sipping on? I have my little Prosecco with me. Oh, child. Yeah, we're going to get into that in just a minute, honey, because y'all know that Shanice's daddy was in the comments on my last recap trying to set me straight, talking about, oh, stop talking about Shanice. You don't know her. I taught her how to get a good job and not depend on men for money. Sir, you didn't teach your daughter the basics. The fact that your daughter is out here bragging about sleeping with all these rich men, and yet she's crying for money, that's a no-no. Also, I know that the day I ever joined reality TV, baby, my parents, they're not letting me go out sad. So they would have zelled me. I wouldn't be crying on national TV about I don't have this or that for clothes. Okay? Stop. Child, her father talking about, oh yeah, you don't know her, back off. I'm like, sir, we're watching the show. Your daughter's on here crying weekly about how she does not have money. She can't even afford an H&M bathing suit. All right, we're commenting on what we see. So don't be upset with me. Be upset with yourself that you haven't zelled her any money so that she's not crying on national TV about being broke, but yet bragging about this roster of rich men that are on her line, allegedly. Be mad at her and yourself. A mess. Yeah, her father's name. I think if you watch my reunion recap that I dropped yesterday, he's in the comments. I think his name is like Jerry Henderson because her last name is Henderson. So I put 2 and 2 together. Oh, that's her dad. And he's leaving comment after comment. That's obviously her father or an uncle or somebody. But yeah, baby, he's down in the comments upset, pressed. But let me start off by saying Deadline made the announcement that Bravo is putting Summer House Martha's Vineyard on pause. And I am not surprised at all. I've been talking to quite a few of my peers, my podcast friends, my YouTube friends, and I have been saying for quite some time, I think around episode 4 or 5, I said, I don't think they're coming back. Or if they are coming back, they're going to be put on pause because the ratings were horrendous. Their season's high was only 306,000. And then they were averaging 200,000 after that. Their reunion ratings were only 237,000. That's horrible. And the way Bravo put the reunion together, they did it very sloppily. This thrown together, very rushed. And I only feel like they gave us the reunion to be like, okay, here, damn, here you go. You've been begging for it all this time. They're not coming back anyway. So let's just give them this little whack reunion. That's what that gave. I feel like it was definitely curtains when Bravo was not giving them any ad space. I mean, think about it. They barely promoted the show. You only saw commercials for Summer House Martha's Vineyard when it was Sunday, around Sunday night at 6 p.m., right before the show's about to start. That's a telltale sign right there that the show was dead in the water. I think with the cast, there needs to be some cast changes. Too many, people want to play follow the leader. The fact that nobody can give a concrete answer as to why they don't like Jasmine, that stuff, when it comes to icing somebody out, that gets old really fast. And that Mean Girl stuff does not work. I think that the cast generally just does not know how to have fun. Because the OG Summer House, they have a good time. And yes, they have their drama too, because I watch, but their parties are 10 times more lit. Their parties are everything. Baby, they go out to the club. They have a good old time, bottle service. They're out till 3 a.m. They're bringing back people to hook up with. Like, that's what we want to see. We want to see you guys having a good, sexy time. Martha's Vineyard, everybody's too uptight. They're too aware of the cameras. They're so worried about being perceived as Black excellence. We can't make mistakes. It's just like, just let loose and have fun. Because you guys are way too buttoned up on a vacation. It was too many heavy conversations, heart to heart. Somebody's crying about their, family issues. It's too much. Where is the fun? Why can't we see you guys have a good time? I don't tune in to see y'all unpack your trauma. I don't. Like, I understand that you guys have real things happening, but you're on a vacation for 2 weeks. Give us more vacation time. Like, we want to see you guys twerking. Like, we want to see you guys dancing on tables, hooking up. Like, where is that? But all this other stuff, that was just it wasn't needed. It was a season full of friendship breakups. It's just like, I don't know. They just really, they played it all wrong. I think that, and it's no shade to the cast, but I feel like a lot of y'all, when y'all saw that Bravo was not promoting you, a lot of you guys should have taken things in your own hands, and y'all should have come on YouTube's and podcasters' channels and promoted. The way Preston did his whole media run, whether you like him or hate him or you're in the middle about him, say what you want, but Preston was the only one on this cast who was promoting the show. Everybody else, and I have received word that a few of y'all feel like, you're too big time. And again, it's no shade, because I was going to promote the show regardless. I want to see you guys win. But I feel like a lot of y'all did yourselves a disservice by not coming on YouTube channels who are reviewing the show. In my humble opinion, I definitely think that, for the show to work, there needs to be some cast changes immediately. I think that if I had it my way, keep Nick, keep Noelle, maybe keep Alex, bring back Jasmine, and then you can give us 5 more newbies. Give us some fresh faces after that. I don't think we need Jordan. I definitely don't think we need Summer. Seeing what Noelle said in her Kempire interview the other day, it's clear that Summer is not a friendly person at all. And my opinion about her being standoffish when I met her, very rude, not personable at all. She was not having an off night. Noelle confirmed that she's just not a nice person. All the behind the scenes drama we saw this season, she apologized to Noelle, and then Noelle said that she took the apology back. So we see that Summer is not who we think she is. She has a very nasty side to her. She's a mean girl. I don't think we need to see her back. The way she handled herself this season, I don't want to see that. Shanice can go. Shanice brings absolutely nothing. I think that she's annoying. She's too desperate for attention. And how she wants to parade naked in front of everybody, but then get mad when folks look. Like, girl, get out of here. The reunion show solidified that she brings nothing to the show. The reunion showed for me that Shanice can go and she will not be missed. If anything, bring Jason back. I thought that Jason did not get a fair shake. I thought he was a really nice addition to the show. I liked Jason last season. Amir can definitely go. Absolutely. I don't want to see him or Natalie ever come back. Authenticity is lacking. Yes. I almost stopped watching season 1. Shanice is one-dimensional. Yes. No, she is very one-dimensional. Yeah, y'all. I just think that cast changes need to be made. They need to get a bit more serious about promoting the show because, like one of y'all said, Preston definitely carried the promotional tour on his back. They should be on every Black YouTuber and podcasters' channels promoting the show because you can't depend on the network. It's clear that Bravo/NBC Universal has left y'all for dead. So put it in your own hands and make your rounds. If you see that the network is not helping you out, then do what you can. You know what I'm saying? Also, I had a feeling that the show would be put on pause because finding out that they weren't even going to get a reunion, because I was talking to them at the premiere party in March, and they were like, yeah, they haven't let us know if we're getting a reunion. We might not get one. So can you guys advocate for us? I knew right there. I said, yeah, Bravo really is not serious about this show. The fact that I told you guys in the last live, I spilled tea about how Bravo didn't want to give them a premiere party in the first place. They had to beg for that. And then they all had to pool their money together to cover the rest of the cost of the premiere party. So that right there told me that, yeah, Bravo is not invested in this show at all. And it's sad. Because when you don't invest, you can't really expect for the show to thrive. But it did not help their case with this lackluster season. I think that Bravo would have been more prone to, put some more dollars behind them had the ratings been up, in my humble opinion. Hey, Deborah Cartier, thank you for the super chat. Did you see Kempire's interview with Noelle? Yes, I did. I watched the whole thing. I thought it was everything. I liked how Noelle gave us all that behind the scenes tea, especially finding out that Summer was threatening to fight her and Bria when they all went to the Nets game a few months ago. And Noelle's just like, girl, what's going on? We're castmates. We're all castmates. So, of course, we're going to be invited to the same events and parties. So why wouldn't I be there? But yeah, Noelle was definitely letting it all come out about what really went down, finding out that production had asked Summer to leave. And then what really tripped me out was when Summer pushed Noelle wanted to push her back. And production was low-key protecting Summer because they told Noelle, well, if you hit her back, then you're going to be fired too. We're sending you both home. And I'm just like, wait, Summer put her hands on Noelle, but Noelle can't hit her back. She's going to be sent home for defending herself. Like, I don't like that. Child. Paying for their own premiere party is wild. Yeah, honey, when I tell you, it was just little things like that that I was hearing from out of their own mouths that let me know that Bravo is not invested in their show at all. And that's sad. Yes, Noel's interview was everything. Their numbers were not great last season and abysmal this season. Yeah, but you know what? Their numbers last season were a lot better. Their season high for last season was 485,000. So they definitely gave Bravo something to work with. But the fact that none of y'all were tuned in by episode 3 of this season, I mean, the ratings tanked. The ratings absolutely tanked. Y'all let me know that you guys were not interested at all. Yes, go watch Noelle's interview with Kempire. It was amazing. She talked about it all. She was saying that the night that she professed her feelings to Alex when they were at the club, she said that when she got back home and she was crying to her mom, it wasn't really about Alex rejecting her. It was more so that she was upset by the fact that she had gotten into it with somebody at the club. She said that what we didn't see was a woman pushed her when she came out the bathroom and they got into it. So she wanted to fight that woman. So she was crying because not only did Alex reject her, but she almost got into a physical fight on Martha's Vineyard. Overall, I have to say this show doesn't appeal to a lot of people. I can see that. I've heard a lot of people say that. I really think that the main issue is this group overall just isn't a fun group. Is too much arguing and rehashing old issues. You have too many people who are clicked up in the group. Too many people are aware of the cameras they're trying to produce in their heads versus just being real. Let things play out how they would play out if the cameras weren't there. That's what the main issue is. This is not a fun group. And I know they want to act like they're so fun, but they're not. We barely saw them have a good time. And it's funny because Jordan tweeted at me the other day and she was like, but the gag is we all had a great time. Production chose not to show that, to make us look bad. And I feel like what really gets on my nerves, and it's not to single out this cast, but overall, I don't like how a lot of people want to blame production. Yes, I know production does chop and screw things, but every single thing can't be, oh, well, it's production, it's production, it's production. It really seems like there was more arguing on this trip than there were fun times. Because I don't care what anybody says, if you guys had fun, like you're claiming, production would have shown us something. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I might be off base about it, but I do feel like the cast is hiding a bit too much behind, oh no, it's production. And even on the topic of why don't they like Jasmine, if you guys follow me on Twitter, then you saw that me and Preston, we had a few words back and forth because he was like, oh no, well, you guys don't see this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's cool and all, but as a viewer, we don't know that. We're going off of what we see. And for all my reality stars, if you are going to say, well, you don't know the half and this is what happened behind the scenes, tell us what happened then. Because I'm getting a little bit irritated by always hearing, oh, well, that's not really what happened. You guys have no idea. Okay, so then tell us what exactly happened. The same way Noelle told us all the tea, we want to hear the real tea. What did we not see when it comes to you not liking Jasmine? Because the answers don't make sense. The math ain't math. And it looks like you guys are playing follow the leader because Jordan has a problem with her. Now you guys are all following behind her. That's what it looks like. So until I hear some concrete answers about why you guys don't like Jasmine, it's not clicking for me. Now I see that we have 215 people in the chat. Can we please get the likes up? Let's get the likes up. Hey, not like me, 58. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, do you have tea on Potomac's next season? I don't. I don't have any tea on Potomac's next season. If I get some, I'll tell you guys. I'm not withholding any tea, but I will definitely tell you guys. Hey, Danny Webb, 1971. Thank you for the super chat. I knew that was your question when Andy said your name. I think Bria and Nick are going to get together. Oh, I could, you know what? I don't know. I feel like Nick is probably good off of Bria because the fact that she accused him and she was part of the gossip with Natalie, I don't think that Nick would even want to mess with her like that. Even though he's single now, and if she ever breaks up with Simon, I don't even think that he wants to go down that route because of what she did, in my opinion. And I don't want to see Nick and Bria together. Hey, y'all. Preston had less smoke for Phil. Yeah, no, that's true. I agree. I feel like he definitely forgave Phil like that. And I think that what Phil did was horrible. Now, I saw a few of you guys saying that you wouldn't mind them bringing back Phil. Yeah, I mean, I guess why not? At this rate, they could have brought Phil back. And remember how I mentioned Jason? A lot of you guys on Twitter were saying that you forgot who Jason was. Jason came on the show in episode 4 last season. He was Jasmine's friend. He used to be her roommate. He was the light-skinned guy with the light eyes. He had just had the newborn baby. He was an actor and a flight attendant. So we spoke at the premiere party, and he was telling me that Bravo let him go. They felt like he wasn't bringing the drama. And I disagree. I feel like Jason would have brought a lot if he was asked back, but they told him that if he wanted to come back on the show, he had to pay his own way and he wouldn't be getting paid. So he just said, nope, I'm good. Shout out to everybody. I have fun. Can you imagine somebody tells you, oh, okay, well, if you want to be on the show, then you have to pay your own way. That's a mess. Bravo has too much money. Bravo is making hundreds of millions of dollars on these reality stars. Their network is pulling in bank. They know good and damn well they have the money to pay everybody at least the standard going rate. They know they could have paid Jason $2,500 an episode. That's just really messed up to say, well, we're not going to pay you and you have to pay your own way if you do want to come. That's a mess. Yeah, work for free pretty much. And then imagine if he did that. So not only are you out of money, but then the show gets put on pause. So you did all that and it's like it was a lose-lose. I don't know. They didn't want Jasmine to have any allies. Yeah, I could see that. Because think about it. It wasn't lost on me how Jasmine had to pay for Mariah's ticket to come this season. Bravo should have paid for Mariah's ticket. But that's how but that's low-key saying that Bravo doesn't care about this show, and they damn sure don't care about somebody who got, fired 3 episodes in last season. A mess. Do any Summer House cast have to pay out of their own pockets? Are you talking about the OG Summer House cast? No, they're not paying for anything out of pocket. Bravo takes good care of them. The OG Summer House, they're making, this is what I read. I don't know this for certain, but this is what I read allegedly. They're making between $50,000 and $125,000 an episode. That's what I heard. Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, they are nowhere near the OG Summer House pay scale. Amir probably paid for Natalie's ticket. If I had to guess, I think Amir paid for it. I don't think Bravo paid for it. Switch the location. I wonder what the ratings for the OG Summer House. They were just okay. They were a little higher than Martha's Vineyard, But I think with the OG Summer House, remember, Summer House is in the Hamptons. The Hamptons has a lot more to do. Baby, I'm a Hamptons girl. If you've been following me, you know about my history with the Hamptons, okay? We go together like this every summer. The Hamptons is that girl. The nightlife is there. You can go to a new restaurant every day of the week and still not go to the same restaurant twice, okay? There's just so much more to do. The vibe is different. It's very much party, sexy. It's the who's who, see and be seen. Martha's Vineyard is a completely different vibe. It's on an island, so you can't just come in and out. You're there. You're stuck there. I'm not saying there's nothing to do, but they don't have the nightlife that the Hamptons has. The Hamptons has shopping. They have Chanel. They have Ralph Lauren. They have designer shopping. It's like they have it going on. You have the different hamlets. You have Southampton, East Hampton, Sag Harbor, Amagansett, Sagaponic. There's so much to do. There's so many places to go. Martha's Vineyard is a different vibe. I feel like the location is another factor why this show kind of feels dull in comparison to the OG Summer House. Keep the cast, move them out of MV. Come on, Sag Harbor. OG Summer House has been on for years. They had these problems in the beginning. Yes, filming a reality show on the Vineyard, which is more reserved and subdued, never made sense to me. Yes, none of the shows filmed on the Bluffs have worked. I agree with that too. I do feel like they should have been put on after the original Summer House, or maybe before the original Summer House on Thursday nights, or maybe after Pump Rules, because I think that it's a disservice to put them after a Housewives franchise on Sunday, in my humble opinion. And I agree with you. I agree. I don't think it helped that they were following Potomac, because once Potomac went off, people turned the channel. And then with Jersey, the Jersey audience is definitely not interested in Summer House Martha's Vineyard. I hate to say that, but that audience, they're turning off the TV and then turning it back on to watch What Happens Live. So they were better off putting the two summer houses together on the same night. That, in my opinion, that makes the most sense. They should keep the New York members and film more of them around the city before going to the island for a week. I like that idea. I think that's a good idea. I like that. I think that would bring a bit more to the show. We could see them in their, just having fun in the city. That could add a bit more. What do you guys think? If they can't film during peak. Well, no, they filmed during peak season this time around. This season was filmed during peak season. And the show still didn't give. I don't know. I think that they might have to switch locations. But I don't know where they would go. Because Bravo's not going to do two Summer House Hamptons franchises. So it would have to be a different location. It still looked dead for peak season. Again, though, the vibe is different. The vibe MV and Hamptons is a different vibe. So peak season is different, Hey, DM Rocks, thank you for the super chat. Hey, I'm so excited for Trader season 3. Apparently the cast flies out tomorrow. So cast reveal is probably tomorrow. Oh, I'm excited because I heard that Kenya is going to be on Traders, and I can't wait. And they're saying Dorinda is too. Maybe they should go to Miami. Yeah, maybe that would be cute. Summer House, South Beach. Maybe. What do y'all think? I saw somebody say maybe they should do Summer House St. Bart's. That could be a cute idea. Oh, maybe the Jersey Shore. That might work. That just might work. Yes, honey, get on that jitney. while they could have had more fun, I've been more invested than I was last season. Oh, I mean, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I was really excited for this season, and I was really disappointed with how things shook out. I expected them to have a good time. I did not expect that it was going to be this much turmoil and heartbreak and heartache and pain and mess and tears every episode. I mean, we only had, I think, one episode where there wasn't an argument or drama or tears. No, that's a lie, because at the end of Jordan's Freaknik party, Summer was lashing out and going on her rant, and she pushed Noelle. Then Preston's mixer, there was drama. Bria was angry at Simon. She was yelling and screaming. So yeah, every single episode there's been drama and crying and mess. Yes, exactly. The premise of the show is the house. Yes. But I guess they could do it though, St. Bart's. Like they could rent out the house that the cast of New York went on when they were in St. Bart's that season. They could maybe do that. I don't know. But and I hate to say this, but I just don't think that Martha's Vineyard is the location for a reality show. I don't. Oh, y'all said they could have kept this season. Now, shout out to, I forgot who said it, but no, I think it was Jamie That's Me. Shout out to Jamie That's Me. I think she said, I was watching her video and she said something like she would want to see the cast swapped out. And honestly and truthfully, I really would not mind if they do come back after this pause. I would not mind seeing a bunch of new faces. Maybe give them one more chance. Miami would be fun like Jersey Shore did season 2. I'm worried because it would be a Jersey Shore knockoff. Oh, why didn't the original Summer House people visit to boost their ratings? Oh, well, no, because I don't know if that would have worked. And also, I feel like, but Martha's Vineyard is too far to only go for just 2 days. So I feel like they wouldn't even do that. I don't know. Maybe that would have helped if we would have had the OG Summer House folks come and stay with them. That could be a cute idea. What do y'all think? I'm with Nola or Houston. I didn't watch the OG Summer House. No, the OG Summer House. No, she's that girl. Like, she gives you drama, parties, everything, honey. She gives you the works. And they spend a good coin on their parties too. Like, their parties are those girls. But the Hamptons is just as expensive, if not more. Their house rentals are just as expensive. So I don't think it's about the cost. I think that it's just the fact that the location is just not as lit as the Hamptons. And Martha's Vineyard is gorgeous. I'm not knocking Martha's Vineyard. She's that girl. But she's where you go to relax and just shut off away from the world and just put your phone down and meditate. The Hamptons is a vacation, but you're going to party and hobnob with, you're there to, be seen. You're out every single night at all the fabulous parties. Like, you're there to be seen. It's very sceney. Yet, like, it's a different vibe. The nightlife is incredible. You can party. I mean, baby, chef's kiss. The house wasn't even big enough for the regular MV cast. No, because they're not friends. When the OG Summer House came on, they had some people from Vanderpump Rules to introduce the new cast of Summer House. Yes, they did do that. But yeah, I think maybe a crossover the episode might have helped. Maybe they could have maybe they could have had Sierra, Paige, and Gabby come for a weekend. If you watch the OG Summer House, Sierra and Gabby, they're black. They're the two black girls on the cast of the OG Summer House. So that would have been cute to have them come. And then Paige, I like Paige a lot. Paige could have come too. And Paige is lit. So that would have been fun. But maybe if they do come back for season 3, maybe they could have the OG Summer House come on for a few days. That might be a cute little thing. I don't know. What about the Berkshires? They could use Dorinda's house. Yes, more singles. We need more single women, more single men on this show for sure. Oh, may I add this one point since we're on the topic? Remember how they had the flyer going around about they were casting for single men for this season, for the 3rd season of Martha's Vineyard? I knew that that was just a smoke screen. I didn't believe it. I felt like Bravo was doing that to pretend like they were going to renew the show, even though they had no plans on doing so. I wasn't buying it. There was a big part of me that was kind of like, I think they're just doing this to save face, but I don't think that the show is getting renewed. I was low-key gonna audition. I know that's right. The show just needed a chance to grow. It did, but we need the show to grow with people who want to have a good time. That's what we need. My opinion, I think this cast was cautious of how they appear because people don't give as much grace to Black people. Yeah, I feel like the Black excellence label didn't help. Yeah, I agree, but no, but I'm not being funny. When you get on reality TV, you kind of have to let all that go. Like, the best reality stars are the ones who are not hyper fixated on how they're going to come across. They're just like, hey, it is what it is. You either like me or you don't. I don't really care. Those are the best reality stars. So I think if you're going to do reality, you're going to need to just put that behind you and say, hey, it is what it is. However the viewers receive me, that's fine and well, good or bad, but I'm going to be me and I'm going to let loose. We need people who are like Sonia Morgan. If you watch the original New York, Sonia Morgan did not give a damn. And she was married to JP Morgan's grandson. Sonia got tore up every single episode. She was good and drunk. She would pop out one of her teeth. She was peeing in a diaper. Like, she didn't care. But one thing about Sonia, she made for excellent TV because she did not give a damn about anything. Sonia was she was hilarious. And we need, if folks want to be on Summer House Martha's Vineyard, we need more of that. We need more people who are like, you know what? I don't care. Yes, Sonia is herself no matter what. Jordan got silent this season after Backlash. Yeah, I agree. And yeah, it didn't make for good TV because literally after the 4th episode, we never heard a word from her. She was on mute the entire rest of the season. Summer was off the whole season. Yes. And in Noelle's interview with Kempire, Noelle revealed that Summer put her hands on Shanice too. The MV cast was a bit immature and didn't appear close-knit. Child, yeah, you could listen. I think with this group, it's clear that there have been lines drawn in the sand, and with Jordan trying to ice out Jasmine and other people trying to follow suit, it makes for very bad TV. I think that the cast, I think in a situation like this, when you're a new show and you guys are on the brink of cancellation, everybody needs to come together and say, look, let's put all of our petty differences aside. Let's all have a good time and let's make this a very fun show. Let's make this our best season so that we can come back. I don't feel like anybody was on code this season. Everybody was in their own world. It was just like, well, I don't like you. I don't like you. We don't like you. It was just too much pettiness for no reason. Shanice is somewhere auditioning for Naked and Afraid. I'm screaming. Yes, I agree with that. Even when the RHOA cast didn't like each other, they came together to make great seasons. Oh, absolutely. You know, Andy was over it because Andy was glossing over every single topic. We barely scratched the surface. I don't understand how Bria and Jordan got off so easy. I was shocked that Andy didn't read the questions geared towards Jordan about her attitude and her tone of voice. I feel like that should have been discussed. And Andy dropped the ball. There was so much that he left on the table. I don't know why Amir's old tweets didn't come up in conversation, Natalie's microaggressions. There was so much that should have been discussed. I was also upset how Andy did not bring up how they didn't support Nick when he ran that 5K race. That was also something that should have been discussed. Again, I think that Andy just said, you know what? Here's this reunion. I don't really care, but here y'all go. It's kind of crazy that Jordan, the one that was approached for this TV show, was mad at Jasmine for doing her job and securing their check. Child, that's how it goes. How much do we blame Truly Original? No, everybody's to blame. Production, Andy, the network, everybody. The cast. The cast didn't get it together. The cast dropped the ball on actually showing us a good time. And did anybody notice that it was around like the last episode, when they crammed the last 4 days together? Did you guys see by day 11, day 12, everybody looked like they were so over the trip. Nobody looked like they wanted to be there, and you could feel that through the screen. And I don't want to watch people who don't want to be there. Like, if you don't want to be there, then let's just wrap this up. What are we doing? But they all looked exhausted. Thank you. Well, no, listen, I'm going to take partial credit, but Kempire also did the damn thing campaigning for this reunion. Because when I tell y'all, the both of us were tweeting and emailing like, look, please give them a reunion, give them something. We just need something. But I'm going to pat myself on the back a little bit, child, because I felt like I was doing the Lord's work trying to get y'all to watch. Child, when they crammed 4 days in one episode, I said, Bravo doesn't care about this show. Yes, Candace showed a lot of love to the show too. Yes, no, Kempire's reviews were good and lit, honey. Oh, they were good and lit. Oh, you are too kind. Thank you. Their energy told you there was more going on behind the scenes. They all have cabin fever. I didn't want to be there either. Yeah, I'd probably be over my friends after 2 weeks together. Yeah, let's talk about that. You know what it is? It's different because when you're in the Hamptons, you just hop on the highway. You hop on the Long Island Expressway and you can be back in the city in 2 hours. When you're on Martha's Vineyard, when you're on the island, you're stuck there. So they don't have the opportunity to just go back every weekend. They have to be there. And I think it would be a disaster if they filmed for an entire month, because I've seen people say, oh, do you think that one day you'll ever film for the entire month? I'm like, honey, they will be at each other's throats, necks, and eyeballs if they film for 30 days straight with no breaks from each other. That's a mess. Hey, AY, thank you for the super chat. Liked how balanced you were in giving Summer justified critique and then knowing when to humanize her a little, along with the accountability. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, hey, Ayomidi, how are you? Thank you for the super chat. Listen, I try to be fair. I try to be as fair as possible. I recognize that I did have bias towards Summer because she was so standoffish and rude when I met her at the premiere party. So I was already kind of like side eyeing her, like, okay, girl, you're already on my bad side. So, all right, I'm gonna try to be as fair as possible, but I tried to be as balanced as could be. I think after the long argument involving Nick, they were done after that. Yeah, yes, the argument with Nick, that definitely wiped everybody out. You could just see it all over their faces. They were just emotionally done. Summer don't want smoke with us. I'm screaming. Oh, thank you. That would be wow. That would be something if I were on Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Because if they kept this cast, I'd be walking into a group who would be annoyed with me because I critique and I watch these shows, right? So I'd be coming in with like automatic drama with certain people being upset with me because I've talked about them on my channel, right? So that would be interesting. But my thing would be, look, why are you mad? Because I was sitting up there promoting your show, getting folks to watch it. So you should be saying thank you. That would be my standpoint. Family Karma was so good. Yeah, no, Family Karma was such a cute show. And you would wear them out. I sure would. Who do I think I'd click with? Jasmine for sure. Noelle, I think I'd click with Noelle. Nick, Alex, Preston. I mean, Preston might be annoyed with me because of my viewpoints on certain things when it comes to Jasmine. But yeah, I mean, I think that I would click with them, but I think that there might be some lingering, maybe resentment that I have talked about them. But again, my standpoint would be, well, I mean, I helped you. I got eyeballs to the show. Like, I'm just doing what I do. Like, don't take it personal. And again, it's nothing personal. Think about it. When these shows go off, I'm not thinking about any of these folks. I have a life. So it's like, don't take it so. But listen, who wants to be critiqued, right? Nobody. So I could imagine that if I were on the show, that a few folks will be upset with me. But if the show is on pause and I don't even know when they plan on filming. Child, you are too funny. Oh, baby, listen, honey. Oh my gosh, yes. That tweet that tweet about how I feel like the group is a bit jealous. Oh my gosh, baby, why did I say that? Yeah, if you were on Twitter and you saw that exchange, I said, child, I didn't say anybody's name. I just said as a whole, it was a general tweet. Hey, AY, thank you for the super chat. I can just see Brooke on the show. Did you talk about me on your show? Well, yes, very Garcelle core. Yeah, that would be me. For sure. That would be me. I'd be like, yeah, I said it. I mean, why would I deny it and lie? It's on video. Like, I said it. Yes, guys, we have 296 of y'all in the chat. Make sure to get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, baby. And remember, and I said, my tweet was like, it feels like there's jealousy about Jasmine being the nucleus of the group. Preston did not like that tweet. Now, again, I did not name names. It wasn't like I said Preston was jealous or I didn't say any names. It was a general tweet. And my thing was, I mean, if it don't apply, let it fly, right? But yeah, he went on like he went on for quite some time about it. I looked on his page and he was going on. I mean, he deleted the tweets, But he was going on for a few hours about that. And I just said, well, that's kind of strange, because if you're not jealous, then you shouldn't be affected by that tweet. Again, I didn't name names. But yeah, he was very activated that I tweeted that. And also, my thing is, I'm a viewer and I'm a reviewer, and I'm only commenting on what I see. You're not giving us any backstory on what the actual issue is. We're watching the reunion. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's giving any concrete answers as to why they do not like Jasmine. So I can only go off of that, right? So I don't think that my assessment is so far-fetched when nobody can give a clear reason as to why they're upset. And let's not act like people on these shows don't get jealous or envious when a certain person is the center of the show. We've seen it all the time. Sheree was jealous of Nene because the show Atlanta was supposed to be centered around Sheree. And when Nene stepped in and gave us her iconic lines, Nene became the breakout star and the fan favorite, and Sheree was very jealous about that. So let's not act like people don't get jealous that the show is centered around somebody else and not them. It happens. And once again, I didn't name names. I didn't say anybody in particular. I just said it feels like they, the group as a whole. But yeah, child. Yes. Okay. Yeah. You saw the tweets, right? You saw that exchange on Twitter. And I was kind of taken aback by it. I just said, okay, I didn't think that tweet warranted all that reaction. You would have thought, I said something really crazy that, I'm like, this reaction is a lot, in my humble opinion. Yes. And then, me and a lot of my mutuals kept asking him, hey, if there's more that we're not seeing, then just tell us what it is. If this were me, right? If I were in this camp where it appeared that me and some other co-stars appeared to look jealous of one person, I'd be saying, oh no, that's not true at all. This is what really went down. This is why we don't like this person. That's the reason. I would not be saying, oh, well, you guys don't know. A lot happened behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. But like, that's not, give us the reason. Like, what happened? Because again, if this were me, I'd be saying, oh no, I'd clear it up immediately. Like, oh no, that's not what this is. This is what happened. She did this, she said that, and that's why I don't like her. But I wouldn't be giving vague statements saying, oh no, well, you guys haven't seen X, Y, and Z. Again, just my humble opinion. I'm screaming. Yeah, sure. Oh, Sheree was very envious of Nene. Very. Yup, she was calling Nene all sorts of unattractive, saying she wasn't that girl. Oh yeah. And again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. If you know that you're not jealous, then why even respond to it? And also, I kind of feel like I feel like out of all the shows, I don't really go that hard on Summer House Martha's Vineyard. I don't think anybody does, right? We know what going in on people looks like. The Housewives, it's like a bloodbath. So I'm just kind of like, this was real. That tweet was real light work. I'm like, if you really want to be a reality star, you're gonna have to deal with people saying stuff that you might not agree with, and you can't let your feathers be ruffled. Say what you want, but Ashley Darby, Giselle Bryant, however I feel about them, they are people who they really tune out the noise. They don't care. But we talk about them being colorist, annoying, rude, diabolical. We call them evil, and they take it on the chin. They don't give a damn. So I'm just like, if we're calling them all those names, saying that they're vile and evil and wicked, then surely, somebody saying a general tweet about it looks like jealousy, that should not set you off. That's light work. That's light work. But I think that if there is a season 3, if Bravo does put unpause the show, and bring this cast back, I would like to hear a legitimate reason as to why they're upset with Jasmine. I thought it was so lame of Shanice to sit there and say, well, everybody in the house didn't like you and I felt away too. Girl, what? How old are you? You're going to base how Jordan and other people feel. That's going to be the reason why you don't like Jasmine. And I was waiting for Andy to clock her and say, Shanice, that's not a reason. Why don't you like Jasmine? I just said this is so pathetic that grown people are going to sit up here and play follow the leader because one person does not like Jasmine. It's ridiculous. But y'all, I did not think that I was going to spend this much time talking about Summer House Martha's Vineyard being on pause. But I do want to talk quickly about the Rolling Stone expose on Diddy, because I read that and I'm going to put the link in the description box when this live is over. But that expose, like I took notes on it and everything. That expose documented when he was at Howard. There's a story in there about how he was hitting his college girlfriend. He was outside of her dorm, screaming and hollering for her to come outside. And the women, mind you, this happened 30 something years ago. And the women in the article are too afraid to even say their names. They said that they remembered vividly one day he was screaming for his college girlfriend outside. Remember that Diddy went to Howard and he was hitting her with a belt and she was screaming. Can you imagine? And I feel like the school, I just am so upset to hear that, because where were the school officials? Like where were they to protect this young woman? And they even documented how right now he has other cases, lawsuits being filed against him about SA, and one of his victims used to be an intern, and she was documenting how he forced her to perform on him, and she was chronicling her time just being an intern, how it was horrific. His temper has always been crazy. Just he was a horrible person to work for, just an egomaniac, just an evil man, a very evil man. And then one of his other victims, she's come forward. She says that he had SA'd her in 1991. She says that he had spiked her drink. She went to the restroom, came back. Her legs felt wobbly and she knew that something was wrong. And then right after, he just reading the article had me irate. I'm giving you guys the cliff notes. I can't say certain words on YouTube, but reading that entire article, and it's a very lengthy article. It took me about 20 minutes because I was just in shock. My mouth was on the floor. But Rolling Stone did their big one. They were in, full blown journalism, honey, with this article. This was 6 months of research. They were talking to people who have known him since the beginning. And the fact that this man has gotten away with all of this for this long is criminal. And I really hope that he's under the jail, because this is so sick. He has ruined so many lives, men, women, everyone. So many lives have been affected. And what really pissed me off was just reading how he was really quick to hit people, and especially hitting women. That was very easy for him to do. And it was also sick. He pretty much had Cassie in like a slave deal, because he signed her to a 10 album deal. Who's doing 10 albums? Who? He was really trying to trap her for life. He had her in that crazy deal. The things that he was doing to her, we all know about it. She put it all on the line in that lawsuit. But just seeing it again in the Rolling Stone article, that man is a monster and he needs to be under the jail like yesterday. because of things that he has done to people since before he was a big star. Yeah, making the band did glorify his horrible behavior. Yep. He hit them. Yes, he hit them easily. He's sick. He's a monster. But I'm going to put the link of the article in the description box for you guys to read it. I recommend you guys reading it. It's a hard read, but it really shows you, you know that saying like absolute power corrupts? That was him, because everybody who used to work for him, like his former executive assistants, are in the article sharing their stories. They were saying that he got off on just firing people because he felt like it, being inappropriate. Remember the girl group Dream? They had that one cute song. And they were saying when they were 15, they had a meeting with him, and it was in his hotel room in Beverly Hills. And one of the singers said that they were only 15, and she remembers vividly they're in his hotel room, and she sees high heels and a purse on the floor, and he's in the next room with a woman, and she's just like, the fact that we were 15 years old, that pretty much robbed us of our innocence, because we're waiting for you to have a meeting and you're in the next room sleeping with somebody. Like, that's just so disrespectful. So she says that when he was done, he comes out of the room and he meets with them in a bathrobe. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You're supposed to have a meeting. This is your boss. And he's in there screwing somebody. You're only 15 years old and you hear that. And I'm sorry that their parents didn't have the sense to just walk out the door and say, you know what, this is gross. Like, we're not even going to do this, because that just so insanely unprofessional and just disrespectful. That man really got off of just abusing his power. Yep, he did. Yep, he took their money too. He robbed them blind as well. It's just so sad. It's just so pathetic. And reading more and more about how he treated people. I mean, oh my gosh, they said that he had constant temper tantrums every single day. People had to fear that he would scream at them or throw something at them. I wish somebody would. Oh my gosh, like I could not imagine. I know a few people who did work for him. They said it was a nightmare and the pay wasn't even that good. And he was always dangling, allegedly, he dangled, trips and stuff in front of people, like, oh well, if you do this for me, then if you like stay up till 2 a.m. to get this work done, then maybe I'll invite you to this party, or maybe you can go with me to Paris. Like, it was all these mind games. Like, who has time for that? He was so disgusting. Yes, the deep dives on Diddy is more insidious than we've realized. Absolutely. Yep, he was a real Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But I will say, I thank God that Cassie got the courage to expose him, because can you imagine if she had not done this? He would still be walking around terrorizing people and nobody would know. I mean, we all suspected, but the fact that we know for sure that everything that we thought is correct, it did happen, that speaks volumes. Yes, I'm glad she's alive too. And then in the Rolling Stone article, they went into detail about how she was always on pins and needles. Cassie, she was always on pins and needles. And they said that she knew, like, she grew to know, like, what not to say, what to say, because she was not trying to get hit that day. Can you imagine what she was going through? This was every day for 11 years. She was 19 and she escaped when she was 31. He robbed her of her entire 20s. Robbed her. And then on top of that, the article discussed how He was getting all of her medical records sent to him. She didn't even have, she had no privacy whatsoever. Thank God Cassie exposed him. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's definitely going there. Oh, he is definitely going there. Shout out to Cassie because she was brave enough to finally stand up to him. Exactly. Yes, I've watched a few of Gene Deal's interviews. His former bodyguard. I've seen a few of his interviews, and his stories have not changed. That I believe every word because his stories have not wavered about how horrific Diddy is as a person. Yep, she was captive in plain sight. That's so sad. She was living in torment. She's so lucky she's left with her. Yes, that she's left with her life. He didn't think she would ever say anything. Yeah, I saw what Biggie's mom said. Yes, Gene Deal been going in for the 99 to the 2000. Yep. I want the other pages because she knew so much. You cannot blame someone's parents. Oh no, I'm not blaming anybody's parents. Absolutely. No, Diddy's very evil. Diddy is extremely evil. But I just wish that I just wish that the parents had just said nope, like we're leaving. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just. But then again, I guess you feel like, well, I don't want to ruin my kids' dreams. You know? Yes, he mentioned how Kim. Yes, Shanice's dad. I mean, I guess he was trying to read. I mean, him telling me to leave her alone. I said, okay, sir. You the one you have your daughter out here on national TV with no money in her pocket to buy an outfit. Like, I mean, I guess. Yes, same thing with the kids on Nickelodeon. Yes. Cassie has a lifelong journey of healing. Yeah, no, she does. She really does. I just feel so bad. But I really have to say though, she has done such an incredible thing because had she not spoken out, had this would have never been revealed and he would still be skipping along his merry way, tormenting other people, and we would just have to deal with it, which really sucks. So I'm so glad that she had the courage to say, you know what, I'm going to stop this. We're going to expose this man. This monster has got to go down. Hey, dialing in. Thank you for the super chat. Wendy Williams told us about Diddy years ago. Absolutely. They silenced her and told her not to speak about him. Oh my gosh. Yes. Listen, Wendy Williams, and I'm so sad that Wendy Williams is ill and she's not really, we don't know where she is because she has this conservatorship. They have her trapped. But Wendy Williams was telling us the entire time that he was a demon. She has been saying it for ages that man is a demon. And Diddy silenced her, threatened her, tried to take her out. She would always say, if I don't come back to this radio station, it's Diddy. He did it. But yeah, Wendy warned us about Diddy a long time ago. Cassie is safe now. Yup, it was Diddy's gym trainer that got her out. And they're married too now. Believe women the first time. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Shanice's dad tried to come at me in my comments. Go look at my reunion recap for Summer House Martha's Vineyard. He was big mad, honey. He said, leave my daughter alone. Diddy always try to silence her. Yep, he sure did. He sure did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She was. Wendy knew. Wendy knew since the beginning. And then he tried to make peace with her. Remember when he came on her show? That was like in 2016. He came on her show and they hugged it out. And she was just like, oh, I'm happy that we're on good terms now. But that was all just a facade. He was doing that to get her to stop talking about him. Y'all have me screaming. Baby, he needs to give her money to get a blouse from Zara. Yup, he tried to be nice, but he was being fake. Yup. It was all fake. It was all phony. All phony. Because he knew that Wendy was on to him since the beginning. But guys, I'm going to put the link of the Diddy article. It's the full Rolling Stone article. So I'm going to have it for y'all. You know what? If you want me to, I can put it in the chat now. And then I will still... Here, wait. Let me do it for y'all. Okay, I just put it in the chat. So I just dropped the Rolling Stone. I just dropped the Rolling Stone article on Diddy if you guys want to read it. And I'm going to put it in the description box too. Listen, child, baby, the parents watch. You have siblings who watch. Like, y'all don't understand. Do not let any of these reality stars, especially on Bravo, do not let them lie to you and tell you that they don't watch reviewers and that they don't listen to the podcasters, because they do. The whole cast of Summer House Martha's Vineyard, they all watch me and they get real sensitive, and their friends and their family watch me and they get upset if I'm critiquing their folks. So just, and somebody said that Shanice's dad makes his rounds on all the YouTubers' pages and he tries to get at people because he's upset that folks are talking about his daughter. Y'all are so funny. Yeah, child, they be watching like this. Shanice is always naked. I wonder what her pops thinks of that. I know they watching you, boo. They watching the comments. Oh no, they watch the comments. Oh, you have me screaming. You talk about stuff. You have me screaming. You said, is that his full-time job? Y'all have me screaming in here. What did you think about Jasmine and her mom on IG Live? I mean, I thought that it was a cute live. I didn't think that. I feel like Jasmine was being too nice and she was trying not to say too much, but I wanted her to really talk more about the mess. Child, Summer House Martha's Vineyard is one of my favorite shows. Oh, I bought my champagne glass from, I want to say, Crate and Barrel. Cheers. Yes, we already spoke about, I spoke about Kempire's interview with Noelle. It's at the beginning of the live. And yet it only makes Shanice look even worse having your parents in the YouTube comments. Exactly. I think the biggest issue with reality TV is its refusal to evolve. I agree. Oh, thank you. I mean, listen, honey, my Twitter is lit. Let me tell you something, y'all. When it comes to, listen, if I should ever decide to join a reality show, whatever show on Bravo, I'm well aware that however I act, people are going to have something to say. It's not all going to be good, and I have to deal with that. I think that you being on YouTube prepares it already prepares you for that, like so excuse me. So I feel like if you're going to operate and you want to be a public person, you have to deal with that. You can't be thin-skinned, So it's just comical to me that some of these reality stars, and this is nobody in particular, but a lot of them, they love all the perks and the benefits, but they don't want anybody to ever say anything. And if you want the money, you want to be able to buy out Van Cleef and Cartier and go to Chanel with no issue, then you're going to have to deal with the fact that that does come with people making comments. And all you have to do is tune it out. That's all you have to do. And I understand that, yes, it's easier said than done sometimes. And sometimes you do want to clap back. But at the end of the day, like someone else's opinion of you should not affect you to your core, in my humble opinion. And as viewers, we don't see everything. So we can only comment on what we're seeing. So if it looks like something and you're saying that it's something else, well, that's cool and all, but I can only go off of what I'm seeing. I can't go off of what you're telling me happened behind the scenes. So listen, it is what it is. I'm going to always stand 10 toes down in what I said. What's going on? Oh, he's tweeting now in response to someone else that there's an NDA that prevents him and others from telling their side of the story. Really? I don't. I don't know, because we're seeing Noelle tell her side of the story. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, people do when Bravo celebrities come on channels, they do give tea. So if the NDA prevents you from telling your side of the story, I don't know. I don't know about that, because I feel like you have people who will tell their side of the story, especially if they feel like they're being painted in a bad light. I don't know. Child, I don't know. Listen, all I'm going to say is if if the audience is seeing one thing, you can't be mad at us because we're talking about what we're seeing. We can listen, this is nothing personal. At the end of the day, even, the reality stars that I don't care for, I don't hate anybody, right? I may not like their actions. I might feel like they're not great people, but I am not that, like, this is just a show, and you can't get that invested. So when the show goes off, when I'm done with the recaps, I'm not thinking about this anymore. So I just feel like it's just not that deep it's not that deep for me. And I'm only going off of what I see. It's not a personal indictment to anybody. I'm just saying, well, it looks like, people might be a bit feeling away towards this person because of X, Y, and Z. That's what it's giving. Y'all's comments have me screaming. Child. Y'all's comments have me screaming. But listen. Oh, child, you said Bravo don't care that much. Baby, y'all have me screaming in this chat right now. Y'all got me screaming in this chat, okay? But yeah, guys, we can only go off of what we see. If I should get on reality TV and they make me look a certain way, if it's true, I'm gonna have to just eat it and say, yeah, guys, I showed out like that because of whatever. And if it's not true, I will get on my YouTube channel and I will say, well, this, and that happened. That's why I said this. That's why it looks like I'm coming on this way, but it's not the case because that, and this happened. I will gladly say it and clear it up for you. If they ever do, if I were to go on and they do make me look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have me screaming in here. um Y'all made me lose my train of thought because I'm looking at the chat and y'all are too much. Ciao. But I find it funny though that I just found it funny that that tweet was what did it. I didn't think that tweet was anything that was so wild and so egregious. Child. But look, Summer House Martha's Vineyard, if they want to come back season 3, they're going to need to either swap out the cast, give us some new faces, or if they do want to keep this cast has got to stop the BS, get on one accord, stop this petty BS, stop this drama, stop icing folks out, and just be real, be honest, and just have a good time. My humble opinion. More fun, less to no tears, and let's just call it a day. I personally think that maybe 2 weeks in the house together is too long. Maybe they should only stay in the house for 8 days. Maybe that might be better. We might get a fun show then. They could give us a cute 7 or 8 episodes and call it a day. What do y'all think? A refresh with half gone, yes. More single people. They need 10 days only, no more than that. Oh, you want them to be in the house longer? Oh, I mean, okay. They have a great formula, just maybe not the right cast. I think, yeah, no. Half of this cast needs to be swapped out. I said that because half of this cast does not know how to have a good time. They take themselves way too seriously, and it shows. They need a refresh, maybe do like Summer House Martha's Vineyard at the shore, gives them more things to do. They need a bigger house. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I didn't like that. I did not like that bunk bed situation. That is unacceptable. These are grown people. Why are you giving them bunk beds? I didn't like that. They could easily get a larger house. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Oh, Amir can go. Amir can stay gone. But I said, Amir, you got your wish, though. Amir was talking about he won't come back unless Natalie can be full time. And Bravo said, bet, we're putting the show on pause. Don't worry about it, sir. You can be with Natalie in Texas. Have fun. Yeah, the bunks were corny. I agree. I'd be grumpy, too, in that living situation. Amir and Natalie can go to Miami. Ciao. Also, the way some of the women on the cast try to paint the men a certain way bothers me. Yes, I don't like that. I don't like, especially with Shanice trying to act like Nick is just salivating over her, and he's like, I don't like that. Don't do that. You are sitting up there naked in front of this man, right in front of his face. You want him to look, and you're mad that he looked. Like, what are we saying here? What are we doing? I don't like that narrative that they're trying to paint with Nick. I don't think that's right. Don't do that, because that could really cost him jobs and opportunities, especially since the show is on pause now. He's not getting the Bravo check anymore. So it's just like, for y'all to sit up here and try to ruin this man's reputation like that, don't do that. Don't even play like that. Yeah, they did Nick so wrong. And Nick turned out to be one of my favorites, actually. Like, I was so shocked by how much I really enjoyed him this season. Did Shanice even have an event? She gave nothing. No, Shanice put together something, right? Didn't Wasn't one of the events? She threw that pool party. She threw that phone pool party where she invited the two guys, Hendrix and the other guy. She had that pool party at the beginning. That was like episode 3. Child, you said Shanice couldn't have an event because she was broke. Baby, the way you are whacking Shanice again and again and again. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's the event where Noel and Hendrix share a cupcake. Yes. And wait, somebody on Twitter had me screaming. You said, how is Shanice able to go on the Jamaica trip in the first place when she doesn't even have 2 nickels to rub together? I'm screaming. The fact that Nick turned out to be the hottest guy in the house. Not a black Ned Flanders. Y'all have me scream. Y'all are in rare form tonight. Y'all are so funny. Shanice sounds like Gina. Y'all got me screaming tonight. They probably all put in so Shanice could go. Shanice half naked 24/7 probably makes. Wait, what did you wait? Somebody said, oh, she probably only had to pay for her plane ticket. You don't really need clothes out there. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Nick was definitely the MVP of this season. Now, quickly, are we all rejoicing that Trump was found guilty on all the charges, on all 34 counts? Now, I hope this means that he will be put under the jail and that he will not be able to run. I'm hoping that is what this means, because it's a little bit alarming that somebody could be pretty much a felon and still run for president. So y'all just pray. I keep forgetting that it's an election year, but God, y'all, the way I just keep putting it in God's hands, I say, God, just help us all. Just help us all. He can still run for president. Wow. Jesus. Child. This is scary, but you know what? I am choosing not to worry or stress myself out about this, okay? Because what is that going to do? I'm just going to take it one day at a time and just hope and pray for the best when November comes. This is really wild that we are living in unprecedented times. We are truly living in crazy, perilous times. All you can do is laugh to keep from crying. Oh, you can literally run for president from prison. Well, damn. Well, all I can do is just give it. All I can do is just one day at a time. Yeah, all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Ciao. Mm, 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 mm. Child, you know what? Let's just enjoy summer 2024, okay? Let's just enjoy this summer. That's all we can do. We just have to pray for better days. My God. My God, today. Let's just enjoy the summer. Listen, you said Trump and Diddy will be braiding each other's cornrows in jail. Yes, honey, I need Jesus to put both hands on the wheel. Please, Lord, take the wheel, please, and crash the car. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we are on the reality show. Yes. Mm, 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 mm. A sin and a shame. Oh my gosh. But y'all, I'm going to stop the live right here. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time just chatting and running your mouth with me. We will do this again because I have, always something going on. But I hope you all have fun tonight. I love you guys. Thank you all for joining me. And I will see you all later. All right? All right, guys. Bye.